Hi, welcome to my channel. As the title suggests, this is an Optavia unboxing. But before we get to that, I kind of want to talk about my journey and how I got here. In May 2016, I got super sick. Life-changing, life-altering sickness. And it led me on a journey. I have always been interested in health and nutrition. Before I got sick, I was a registered nurse. And so I knew when I got sick that what you put in your body is probably the biggest determinant of everything. You can exercise a million hours a day, and if you're not putting the appropriate things into your body, you're gonna fail. So on that quest, when I got sick to try to get better and actually redefine what better is for me, went on 1,000,001 diets, lifestyle changes, whatever you want to call them. I've done a lot of them, and most of them are plant-based. I've done the no fat, I've done raw vegan, I've done vegan keto, I've done no lectins, I've done a Hippocrates diet, I grew my own sprouts, I've done a ton of things, and you feel wonderful and great, but it requires a lot of work. And part of my problem is I suffer from chronic fatigue. I am tired all the time, 365 days, 24/7. There's not a moment in my life that I am not exhausted. And when you eat a plant-based diet, it requires a lot of prep and a lot of work. If you're just going to eat a salad every day, then it's not a big deal. But I'm human, and I don't want to eat a salad for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like, I need food, and I love food, and I love tasting food and different flavors and just enjoying life. And you can't do it. So this past year, I have been utterly slipping. There's been a lot of changes going on in my life, emotionally a lot, because I've been working on my emotional health a lot this past year. And so I've been letting things slip. And when you go on a vegan diet, you have to make sure that you are eating the appropriate protein, carbs, fat. Everything has to go together. And I'm just exhausted. And I'm to the point now where I'm tired of it. I'm tired of thinking about it. I'm tired of doing it. No matter if it makes me feel 1,000 times better. It's exhausting. And that's all you're doing is thinking about food and making food and prepping food and doing food. And when you're as tired as I am, that's all you're doing with your life. So I've been slipping, and I've been more of a vegan, vegetarian diet and kind of just not doing well at all. I have found out the past year or so that I don't do well with carbs. Like I said, I did a vegan keto diet, and you want to talk about hard, that was ridiculously hard, but that was the best I've ever felt. Back in the day, when you had a neurological disorder and they didn't have medication for you, they put you on a keto diet, and it helps. I don't remember why it helps. I know I read it. I suffer from memory problems. I can't tell you, but Google it. You'll find it. So that fast forwards us to now. My significant other, not being mean, does need to lose some weight, and he noticed a fellow colleague at his work had lost a lot of weight, and he was like, "What is this?" So he went to a meeting. I went with him, and it was this Optavia. And my sister was talking about it. She knows some people who lost a lot of weight with it, and he was just like, "Wow, I want to do this. I want to try this, see what happens." And I liked it for other reasons, and I do need to lose about 20 pounds. Be upfront and honest about it. 10 pounds are what I gained since I got sick, and it just won't budge. It just kind of staying there. But I do need to lose about 20 pounds. But that's not the reason why I wanted to do Optavia. One, it's 5 fuelings a day, which is their pre-packaged food. I'm not 100% excited about pre-packaged. I like eating more whole foods, but we'll get there in a second. And then 1 lean and green that you make yourself. How easy is that for somebody like me with chronic fatigue? I just have to pull out a bar and eat it. Praise you, Jesus. And 1 meal a day, I can do that. I do that a lot. I can pre-prep it. You know, like when you eat a vegan diet, you have to go all over hell and high water because a lot of the diet recipes are so exotic with all these fancy schmancy ingredients, and you're going to 9 different stores trying to find the one ingredient, and that's exhausting. These lean and green meals are basic American food, and from what I've seen and read, I can go to any grocery store and get what I need. So that was super nice. Also, it's a lower carb kind of diet. And like I said, I don't do well with carbs. They don't like me. I love them. I could eat a whole loaf of bread in one sitting. It is my jam, but my body doesn't process it well. So I like that Optavia is a lower carb. I like that even though it's prepackaged, that everything, all your required fats, your carbohydrates, all of your nutrients are balanced. And that's what I need. Somebody, especially somebody with a chronic condition, you need something that's balanced. So all of these are balanced, which I don't have to think about that. I am so excited. So that's kind of why I wanted to try it, not only to be supportive for my boyfriend and help him along on his journey, but also there was a lot of pluses for me versus the minuses. And you can always try it for a month and be like, this is not going to work. We're not going to do this. And that might be the case for me. Like I said, I'm primarily vegan, vegetarian, and I don't do that great with meat right now. It's been, I think, about 3 years, and I have tried here and there some meats, and it hasn't gone off well. So this might be the only month that I'm doing this diet. You can do it vegetarian, but what I've seen and looked at is a lot of soy product and a lot of eggs. I don't like eating a lot of soy, and a lot of the prepackaged meals already have soy in them. So I don't know. It's an adventure. It's a journey. We're going to see what happens. So I'm going to show you what I got in my box. I got to scooch forward. Is this one mine? Ah, this one's mine. So I am highly allergic to caffeine. It happened when I was 17. It took me 10 years to get off of caffeine, and I am really sad about it. So what I did to prepare and to order my food is I wrote down everything that sounded good to me that didn't contain caffeine, and then ordered from there. And what I noticed was like there were like 6 bars that I could eat. So for this month I ordered 3 of those types of bars. Next month I'll order the other 3. And there was 4 shakes that I could have, so I ordered 2 of those shakes, and then those flavored shakes. And then next month I'll order 2 of the other flavors. So I got 2 of everything in mine. My significant other, he did something a little different, and we'll go over that in a minute. So I got the Optavia golden pancakes. So I got 2 of those, and I'm excited because mornings are really rough for me, and I love breakfast food. I love having breakfast in the morning, and it's really difficult for me. I actually found out I don't get any REM sleep. I had a sleep study, and they said you don't get any REM sleep, which is fascinating. So I can have my breakfast now without ruining the rest of my day. I got apple orchard and cinnamon spiced oatmeal. So I got 2 of those. And then I got sour cream and chive smashed potatoes. 2 boxes. I heard really good things about these. These are the jalapeno cheddar poppers. So I got 2 boxes of those. I love shakes. Shakes are my jam. I think it's because it's really easy to throw stuff in a blender and there's not a lot of digestion energy going on. And so I got 2 types of flavors of shakes. I got yogurt berry blast. Oh, and another thing I liked about this diet, I don't do well with sugar either. Not at all. And this is a lower sugar plan, which I'm happy about that because I don't do well with carbs or sugar. And I love carbs and sugar, but it doesn't love me back. I got the creamy vanilla shake. So 2 boxes of those, and these are plain, so I'm figuring I could add some things depending on the program guidelines. And then I got some bars. I got frosted cinnamon spiced crisp. I got 2 of those. And then I got the zesty lemon crisp bars. And there was a woman on the YouTube that made like a cheesecake out of these, and that's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I got the creamy double peanut butter crisp bar. I got 2 of those. And then I got buttermilk cheddar herbed biscuits with rosemary and thyme. So that's pretty delicious sounding. I got the honey mustard and onion sticks. I love to, oh, another thing about this diet, I'm a snacker. I would rather snack all day than eat an actual meal. I just love snacking. So this is kind of up my alley with like all of the snacky type foods that they have in the bars, because it's just like snacking all day. So those are the fuelings. And then what comes with your first box, which I love, is you got a blender bottle. These are pretty pricey. I never got one because they were kind of pricey, but you get one for your shakes that you're going to be drinking. So I'm really excited about that. Super nice. You got this really cute 30-day guide, and it goes through what you can and can't eat on the plan, like what the plan is. And then it also has in the back, which is so cute, a little journal. Because this plan is all about making healthy, sustainable choices. And a thing I like is there's nowhere in this journal that I've seen where you put your weight or your measurements, even though that's important to do. I don't see that anywhere. And then, like I said, I love health and nutrition, and I'm a nerd when it comes to that kind of thing. I love studying, I love reading about it. So these were my two favorite things in the box. The first one is Your Life book. This book, I've only perused it, I haven't read it yet, is more about you and how you feel about things and why you want to do things and why you want to be healthy, why you want to eat healthier. It's more about your personal journey. And then they gave you this book, The Habits of Health. This is like a textbook book, y'all. And this is all about the mechanics of the diet and the plan and why you're doing what you're doing. And I love that. How many of you have ever like checked out a diet and everything is super secretive and we can't tell you why you're doing what you're doing? And forget that. I want to know why, because that's going to make it sustain longer. So those are my two favorite things. I was really excited when I saw those in there because I was like, oh, I'm going to have some fun reading for sure. So let me put this stuff back and I will get my significant other's box of goodies. Now we're not going to be starting this diet right away, or this lifestyle change, I should say, right away. He's on an actual really strict diet, and I think he said he has a week left. So I have a week to plan and prepare, which really there's nothing to plan and prepare except take my measurements, which I'm waiting to get my scale, and go grocery shopping, that kind of thing. So, in a week we'll, be doing prep videos and that kind of thing. So for his box, he wanted to try as much as he could possibly try. So he got a smattering of a bunch of different things, and being a good boyfriend that he is, said I could try some of the stuff that I didn't get to see if I like it. So per my recommendation, he got jalapeno cheddar peppers, and he got one of each of everything except the oatmeal, because he really likes oatmeal. Honey sweet potatoes. You've got old-fashioned maple and brown sugar oatmeal. You got the Campfire S'mores Crisp Bar, Frosted Cinnamon Spiced Crisp, Frosted Cookie Dough Bar, Creamy Double Peanut Butter Crisp Bar, Cheesy Buttermilk Cheddar Mac, so like mac and cheese, Rustic Tomato and Herb Penne, got Golden Chocolate Chip Pancakes, another oatmeal with the Orchard Apple and Cinnamon Spice. You've got the Cinnamon Cream Cheese Swirl Cake. And nobody's mentioned much about this cake on the internet, and I'm curious to try this one. And I'm also curious to try this one because nobody mentions this one. It might be because it's horrible. We don't know. But it's a spinach pesto mac and cheese with basils and blends of Parmesan and Romano cheese. So that's interesting. We have cranberry honey nut granola bar. We've got hearty red bean and vegetable chili. Buttermilk cheddar herb biscuit. He's gotten some smoky barbecue crunchers. We've got some cinnamon sugar sticks. some honey mustard and onion sticks. And then he got a few more bars because he is a nurse and he works, so you need to be able to be on the go. A zesty lemon and crisp bar, raisin, oat, and cinnamon crisp bar, and a drizzled cranberry crisp bar. So that's what he got in his box, kind of like just a bunch of different stuff to try. And then, so like I said, we'll probably start in a week. And I'm curious to see how I do with the increase of animal products. That shall be interesting for me. And I'm also curious to see about my energy level. I'm just kind of more excited that I'm not going to be thinking about food so much and how to eat and what to eat and why to eat. It's just going to be 5 fuelings every 2 to 3 hours and 1 lean and green. And their lean and green meals are pretty easy to prepare. It's not like 500 steps and you got to go to 20 stores to find the ingredients. So I'm excited about that aspect of it as well. Make life simple. So there'll be more videos to come. Obviously, I'm going to be vlogging this journey, and I hope to see you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.